My name is Brandon Pugh, and I'm going to do the introduction to CampusView, which is an augmented reality application that helps people navigate the WVU campus. We wanted a scalable open source framework that can be adapted to fit any situation where a person may want to identify a geographical point. We will give you an overview of the architecture and then a detailed look into each component.
My name is Jeremy Ketzen, and I'll be doing the overview of the architecture for the CampusView system. Our system uses a client-server architecture that has a client iPhone application and 2 servers. Our directory server provides a list of data servers to the client and allows the system to be managed. Our directory server provides centralized control for the administrator to help modify and manage the data sources available. Data servers are what provide the points of interest to the system. We provide an open architecture so that anyone can add any new data source at any time. This setup allows for scalability of the system. That way data sources are not required to be on the same server.
Hi, I'm Mel Stanley, also with the CampusView project. I'm going to tell you about the client side of the application. The client runs on the iPhone 3GS or an iPhone 4 if you have one of those. We have to have one of those models because they have all the hardware that the application needs to run correctly. Basically that is a camera, a GPS unit, accelerometer, network service.
Hi, it's Jeremy again here with a more detailed view into our server components. As we mentioned before, our servers are 2 components, a directory and a data server component. Our directory server basically just keeps track of all the available data sources and their URLs. And then when the client requests that information from the directory server, it gets the URLs and is able to go out for each individual data source and get its points of interest. From the data sources, all points are generally referenced from a central location of where you're located. So all points of interest are returned within a radius of where you are around you based on your GPS location. Both of our servers run Apache, MySQL, and PHP to perform our processes. We use Apache to do all the server running, and then we use PHP tags to do the processing of the requests, the different APIs, and different libraries we need to make this functional. We also use MySQL to store the data source parameters and the data sources on the server so they can be managed and modified at any time. Our directory server also houses our web interface, which is basically just a simple website that allows you to manage our data sources, such as adding them, modifying them, giving them new parameters, deleting them. This provides a very central location for the administrator to do this, and it provides security so that you don't get false points or some other users putting in points just to mess with the system. So we did this just for security purposes, and we thought it'd be better if it was centralized control just for one administrator.
The client is what the users will see. The client is designed to be configured during the operation with the data source configuration screen. This screen will allow customizing each data source separately, choosing what you would like to filter. For our project, we used buildings, parking lots, and tweets. The main part of the client application is the augmented reality view. This will show all points of interest matching your configuration screen to be overlaid with your camera. Each box on the screen represents a point of interest from the data server.
The final feature of CampusView is the built-in map function at the bottom right corner of our screen. This is just a simple feature that shows you the location on a Google map where you're at the present time. The map can be touched to be enlarged, and you can hit the back button to minimize it again. Our hope is that this system will be a useful starting point for any other organization that wants to create a dynamic augmented reality application. All the source code is available on Google Code at this URL.